Feast and your halls are crowded, fast and the world goes by. Succeed and give, it helps you live, but no man can help you die. There is room in the halls of pleasure for a long and lordly train, but one by one we must all file on through the narrow aisles of pain. Good evening and welcome to Movie Club. I'm Gavin Slay, tonight's host. Our regular host, Patrick, is out this week. I want to assure everyone that Patrick is fine. He is just taking the night off to do some work behind the camera. Hopefully he will be back soon. On an unrelated note, you may find some new creative choices coming to Movie Club in the near future. Patrick and I have collaborated very closely on these, and I'm excited to share with you what we have in store. And one last piece of business before we continue on. I would like to formally apologize for last week's screening of I Am Not Okay With This. I Am Not Okay With This is a fantastic TV show, and it's a shame that Netflix has canceled it. But it's a TV show, and we watch movies here. This is Movie Club. It's in the name. We wouldn't just start reading books at Movie Club, right? I mean, if we're just going to throw out the rules, we may as well just start watching a TV show every week instead of a movie. And as long as I'm in charge, that's not going to happen. But I'm getting carried away. This week's movie is Parasite, the 2019 Best Picture winner from South Korean director Bong Joon-ho. While Bong may be known in the States more for his English language films like Snowpiercer, which stars one of the Hollywood Chris's, or the Netflix-produced Okja, which stars everyone's favorite creepy uncle, he's also the director of many Korean language films, such as 2006's horror film The Host. If you've ever seen any of Bong Joon-ho's films, you'll know that a consistent theme of his work is criticism of capitalism and the class system. Although he is largely known for his genre films or horror movies, he infuses all of his films with political commentary that adds depth to his stories and characters. Tonight's movie, Parasite, shares these themes. The movie focuses on a lower-class family, the Kims, as they struggle to get by in South Korea. When the son Ki-woo gets hired as a tutor by the wealthy Park family, the rest of the Kims begin to infiltrate the upper-class household by obtaining employment through deception and trickery. As the two families become closer, Bong highlights the contrast between their lifestyles and attitudes, escalating the tensions to a shocking level. And that's honestly as specific as I want to get about the movie. This is the type of movie where if you haven't seen it, it's best to experience with as little foreknowledge as possible. And if you have already seen it, it's incredibly hard to forget. What I can talk about is how well this film is constructed. What I mean by that is that everything in the film, from the pacing of the movie to the construction of the shots, to the movement of the cameras, is carefully chosen so that it gets across the exact effect that Bong intends. I want to take a break from showering praise on Bong Joon-ho to shower praise on the editor of Parasite, Yang Jin-mo. Yang takes Bong's shots and puts them together to give the movie a momentum that it pulls the viewer in. Without his careful editing, the movie wouldn't work as well as it does. Here's a fun fact. Yang uses the same editing software that the former host of Movie Club used to edit his episodes. Of course, one is garbage and brings shame to Final Cut Pro, and the other is the editor of Parasite. You know, I've always hated the name Movie Club. I always thought it was unoriginal and kind of elitist. I don't want this to feel like an exclusive club. I want this to feel like a place where everyone can come to celebrate movies. A place where, the movie place. That's genius. Let's see, where was I? Oh yes, filming. Most of the filming in the Kim's apartment and the Park's house was done on a set rather than on location. The main floor of the Park's house was constructed on an empty lot, and the rest of the house was used sets in separate locations. In external shots of the house, the second floor actually had to be added in digitally to present the whole house. As I mentioned at the top of the video, Parasite won Best Picture at the Academy Awards.
And the Oscar goes to Parasite.
Becoming the first non-English language film to be awarded that honor. It was also awarded 3 other Oscars, one for Best Achievement in Directing, Best Original Screenplay, and Best International Feature Film. Parasite also won numerous international awards, claiming wins at the Golden Globes, BAFTA, and the Cannes Film Festival. At a time when the movie industry is struggling with a lack of diversity, both in front of and behind the camera, having an international film receive such accolades is an important step forward. And beyond that, it's just also really rewarding to see a movie like this win. Even for someone like me who doesn't study films and just appreciates them on an amateur level, it's very clear how much care, effort, and talent went into this movie. And seeing that rewarded is really nice when movies like this are so often overlooked for more mediocre films that fit a more traditional profile. It gives me hope for the future of filmmaking and what we value in that. And so, it is my great honor as the new host and curator of the Movie Place to present to you tonight's feature film, Parasite.